The Pokrovsk Offensive is Russia's main effort right now in Donetsk Oblast, Ukraine.
It started in July 2024 with the goal of capturing Pokrovsk, a critical road and rail hub that keeps the entire Ukrainian defense west of Donetsk supplied. As of late November 2025, Russian troops control roughly 60–80% of the city itself, mostly the southern and eastern districts, and have reached the central areas in places. The front line now runs along Pokrovsk's northern outskirts and the main E50 highway. Fighting is house to house, extremely brutal, and almost half of all daily clashes on the entire 100–200 kilometers front happen here or in the nearby Lyman sector. Russia is trying to encircle the city from the north and south, but Ukraine still has a narrow 5–10 kilometer supply corridor open to the west. Ukrainian drones have turned the approaches into a kill zone, forcing the Russians to attack on foot in tiny groups of 2 to 3 soldiers or risk losing vehicles. Because of this, Russian progress has slowed to a crawl, and their casualties are massive, often over 1,000 a day in this sector alone. Ukraine says the situation is difficult but under control, and they're still launching local counterattacks to keep the corridor open. Russia has thrown elite units like the 76th Airborne Division and tens of thousands of additional troops into the fight, but they haven't managed a breakthrough yet. Russia has committed over 150,000 troops to the direction, including elite units like the 76th Airborne Division, VDV, redeployed from other fronts. The goal is to fix Ukrainian forces in Pokrovsk-Mirnohrad, preventing an orderly withdrawal, and exploit the Dobropilya salient for a pincer movement. However, logistics face hurdles as Ukrainian drones create a 15 to 20 kilometer kill zone around Pokrovsk, destroying Russian vehicles and supplies. Attempts to use fog for convoys, e.g. November 10–11, exposed forces to artillery, forcing reliance on foot infiltration. Estimates suggest 200,000 plus Russian losses since July 2024, with daily rates exceeding 1,000 in November. Some units are combat ineffective and withdrawing. Ukrainian responses include successful counterattacks that reclaimed parts of Rodinska and cleared specific areas in central Pokrovsk on November 23–25. Special Operations Forces ambushes in tree lines and urban zones killed over 500 Russian troops in the past day. Drones were used to disrupt planned pushes during these counterattacks. A Ukrainian airborne SOF operation stabilized the industrial zone, a vital logistical stronghold, preventing full encirclement. In short, Pokrovsk is turning into a meat grinder similar to Bakhmut or Avdiivka. Russia is slowly chewing up the city, but at an enormous cost, and without the decisive victory they wanted before winter really sets in.